Hi, I'm Susan. Welcome to my studio. Today, I want to show you what you do if you have really old clay. This clay must be at least 15 years old. I'm cleaning out the back of my cabinet and I have a lot of hard clay. And I'm not throwing it away, even though this looks like it says 2011, which probably is right. The price on it was great. That's probably why I picked it up. I'm sure it was old, sitting in the store forever. And I said, oh, it's worth it if it's cheap enough. And most people would say, oh my gosh, what do I do with this? It's so hard. It's literally a brick. If I hit it with a hammer, it actually crumbles, unlike most clay that will wake up. I can revive this. I've already got a whole bar that I'm just finishing up right here. It's the same type of clay. Now, I have tried hammering it, and it literally just turns to sand. It will not move. It's really too old. Well, you can revive this pretty easily. If you have some fresh clay, this is fresh Primo, and I'm just going to take a little bit of liquid Sculpey. Any kind of liquid clay will work. And I'm just going to incorporate that because I want my clay to not get too dry from this dry clay that I'm adding to it. And this is also, you know, when you get it fresh, it's nice and squishy. So this is nice and squishy and sticky clay. And I've had no problem rolling this out on the pasta machine. So what I like to do is take my old clay and slice it into really thin little pieces. Now this may take a little while, but it's one of those things, if you're watching a YouTube video or something else, it's not bad. So don't throw your clay away. It doesn't actually go bad. It just is what Donna Cato calls advanced clay. I guess that's the new word for old age. So it is revivable. It's just this will take a little bit longer to revive than a regular clay. So I'm just slicing very thin pieces. Let me show you. They're not thick at all. They're very, very thin. And that's how much I incorporate at a time. And I'll take all these little pieces I have and jam those in there, the little dust as I call it. And now I just try to seal it up a little. I've tried taking my roller and rolling over this, and that doesn't do any better than putting it in the pasta machine where it all breaks up. So what I like to do is just squish it with my fingers. My fingers are warm, so it's giving it heat and pressure. And this seems to make it go through the pasta machine and condition a lot quicker. It also gives your hands a good workout, whether you like it or not. But it's just an easier way to revive it. And now I'm just going to hold my camera running this through the pasta machine, because now you can see as it goes through the pasta machine, it starts to get a little bit crumbly and starts falling apart a little bit, and it acts a little bit fussy. And then all of a sudden it will start to clump up, and just keep pushing it through and pushing it through. It will come together. What we're doing is we're trying to take this dry clay and incorporate liquid into it. And the best way to incorporate liquid into it is by pushing it all back together. And the pasta machine pretty much does the work for you. So just do small amounts at a time. Okay, so now you can see we have perfectly fresh conditioned clay. Now I don't add a lot of clay every time. I just do small amounts, so I will cut off about that much, and I have a pile over here of clay that I've already conditioned. Basically, it's a previous bar of this that I added to a package of Primo clay. And so it's basically conditioning it as I go. So I hope that helped you revive your clay and get it back to usable status so that you don't have to throw your old clay away. Don't be intimidated by it. It's just clay. It just needs liquid added to it. That's all there is here. If you don't have enough liquid clay, you can also use baby oil. I do find that one just a little bit slimy and harder to work with, but liquid clay is the favorite if you do have it. I hope that helped you, and thanks for watching.